My name is Aisha. I'm 12 years old. This story happened when I had to leave my real home and live with someone I hardly knew. I moved from London to the countryside of Ireland, to a small farm far away from the noise of the city. My mother died in a car accident, and after that, everything changed. My father wasn't in my life, so I had no choice. I had to live with my uncle, my mother's brother, Uncle Sean. He was quiet and serious. He lived alone. I had never met him before. When my plane landed, the sky was gray. The airport was small. My stomach felt heavy with fear. I looked around and saw a man in a brown coat and flat cap. That was Uncle Sean. He gave a small nod. "You must be Aisha," he said. I nodded. He picked up my bag and said, "Come on then." The drive to the farm was long and silent. I saw endless green hills, muddy roads, and white sheep. Rain kept falling against the window. Uncle Sean kept his eyes on the road and I kept mine on the sky. When we reached the house, looked small, stone walls, red door, foggy windows, and smoke from the chimney. There was a brown dog barking behind a fence and chickens running near a shed inside. The floor creaked. The air was cold. A clock ticked softly. Uncle Sean showed me a small room with a wooden bed and a chair. "This is yours now," he said. Then he left. I sat on the bed. I felt strange. It didn't feel like home. That night, I couldn't sleep. I missed my mother, my friends, my old flat in London, the noise, the buses. Even the smell of the street. The next morning, the rooster woke me up. Uncle Sean gave me tea and toast. "You'll start school next week," he said. I just nodded. Later, he showed me around the farm, sheep, cows, hens, mud, and silence. He said, "Out here, we work with our hands." I didn't know what to say. I wasn't used to this life. Days passed slowly. My phone had no signal, and there was no Wi-Fi. I spent hours staring out the window at gray skies and wet grass. I felt invisible. Then one day, I dropped a basket of eggs. They shattered everywhere. Tears filled my eyes, expecting him to shout. But Uncle Sean just said, "It happens." He helped me stand, handed me a towel, and said, "Try again tomorrow." That night, he left an old book on my table. "You can read it," he said softly. It was the first time I saw kindness in his eyes. When school started, I met the head teacher, Miss Clara. She smiled at me. "Welcome, Aisha." Inside the classroom, everyone stared. I felt small and alone. No one talked to me, not until Ben, a quiet boy, asked, "You're from London, right?" "Yes." "Do you like cows?" I laughed for the first time in weeks. "No, they scare me." He grinned. "They're harmless." From that day, Ben sometimes sat with me. He helped me find my way around. At home, Uncle Sean and I spoke little, but small changes began. One night, when I slipped in the mud, he rushed to help and said, "You're tougher than you look." And I laughed. He even took me to town once, a tiny place with one shop. He bought bread, tea, and a small chocolate bar for you, he said. That small moment meant everything. Later, I found an old box in the shed, full of my mother's photos. Uncle Sean said softly, "She was about your age there." I held the photo close. For the first time, I didn't feel like a stranger in that house. At school, things got better. Sarah, a girl in my class, told me she liked my dog. Miss Clara said, "Your uncle cares more than he shows," and I knew she was right. One stormy night, the power went out. I was scared. Uncle Sean lit a candle and said, "I used to be scared too, but it passes." We sat near the fire together. For the first time, it felt like family. when the weather cleared. He took me to the big oak tree near the field. "This was your mom's favorite place," he said. The sky was pink and soft. I whispered, "I think she'd like it that I'm here." Weeks turned into months. I helped with the chickens, cleaned tools, and made soup. He smiled more often now. Once he said, "You make things easier around here." That night, I didn't cry. Not even a little dot at Christmas. We made paper stars instead of a tree. We ate roast chicken and laughed about Toby, the dog, stealing bread. It wasn't loud or fancy, but it was warmed up when spring came. We planted flowers near the big tree. He said, "You can pick the colors." I said, "I'll pick Mom's favorites." The red door no longer looked cold. The farm no longer felt strange. I wasn't lost anymore. I was home.